Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into my channel. In today's video, we're going to review what an EMD is and why it's important, and how it is typically handled when closing on a property. My name is Michelle.stanek, and I'm a realtor in Hampton Roads. Thank you for tuning into my channel. All right, so first of all, what does EMD stand for? EMD is the earnest money deposit, showing that you are invested in purchasing a property. In the day, people bought homes directly from sellers and made installment payments. As collateral, they would pretty much give anything of value once the offer was accepted: a horse, an heirloom, gold, you get the point. Today, the way it is used, it is a little bit different. It's still required once a contract is accepted. Now, different states have different laws and variations on requirements for the EMD, so I do want to iterate that I am focusing on the earnest money deposit in regards to the state of Virginia, where I am currently licensed. The amount of earnest money deposit can vary, but for a home, $100,000 to $200,000, about a $500 earnest money deposit is the norm. The higher the cost of the home, typically the higher the earnest money deposit. I have seen several listings where the seller requires a minimum dollar amount for the EMD, and I am aware that in some states, 1% of that purchase price is required. In Virginia, the earnest money deposit must be deposited by the escrow company within 5 days of ratification, the date that the seller and the buyer agree to terms. For the contracts I used from the Real Estate Information Network, it states that the escrow agent must have that EMD, such as the check, in his or her hand within 2 days. If the escrow agent does not obtain the EMD within that allotted time, the written notification must be sent, and the seller has the right to terminate the contract. Some brokerages may hold the EMD at their firm, but those funds are typically held on the buyer's closing company side. According to real estate contracts, each party is responsible to uphold his or her part. However, most contracts have exits where the buyer can lawfully get out of the contract, and at that time, they can get their EMD back. For example, most real estate transactions include a home inspection. If the buyer and the seller cannot agree on terms within a specific amount of time included in the contract, then the buyer has a right to release and get the earnest money deposit back. If the home inspection comes and goes and there are no other exits, like a property association document or homeowners association document to review, and the buyer simply changes his or her mind, then it is more than likely that the seller would keep that earnest money deposit. Once you make it to closing, the earnest money deposit that was given is typically applied to the buyer's closing costs. However, if there aren't any closing costs or the EMD exceeds the amount due for closing, then that money goes back to the buyer's pocket. There are, of course, nuances and interesting situations that may arise in real estate regarding the handling of the EMD, but in this video I've included most typical situations. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. If you're ready to make that purchase, get your EMD together, give me a call, and we'll go house shopping. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in, and have a wonderful day. Bye.